then go over to the little antenna looking shit and you sign in through your Twitch or YouTube. Huh? I hear you. Oh, I have to do you dirty, boy.
On one, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
11 mighty.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Nah, nigga.
Got 6, now second
I
and 4.
just downloaded this shit.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with third and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's got room.
I ain't been practicing shit, boy.
30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I told you once I hop back in my Madden mode, Marvin.
Have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek
Yo,
Hill,
you better pit that D on me. And I got the full game now, nigga, so I'm down there about to be on this shit 24/7. You really ain't about to be fucking with me.
He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Burrow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Legitimate Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Boy.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Completes it to Hardman. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Chelsea was most definitely going to break off that shit.
Able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Lying about what?
Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it
Negative.
with 6 points.
Negative.
Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into
I
the
did
end zone.
it, bro.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that
I did it practice not once. My only practice is when I played you.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Good shit.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
You better
It's been a
expose
miserable
these
start for them
motherfuckers.
offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To try again after the sack. Burrow under pressure. They got him again. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here we go. 11. 12.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the
What that mean? What that shit for?
can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4.
Yo, how I fix my camera? Oh, wait, never mind.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11 empty.
Mixing up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mixon. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They run for it with Mixon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but hold on,
okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Here we go. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Yo, why did he stop right there like that?
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That shit is crazy.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to mix it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Look for it on 4th down in their own territory.
You seen that shit?
And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got him in. Complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 83 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game.
That shit fucked.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Oh, no, it's not.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
I'm one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute.
He's got him in, complete.
I got fucking nervous. I didn't know what to do with the players.
To the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow flush to his right. And that is taken in by Hurst.
Oh, shit, that nigga still up. I keep forgetting this thing like the other ones.
A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fuck that bitch.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
What the fuck? Yo, Marvin, I know you just seen that shit.
Across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're
bruh, but I know you just seen that nigga got stuck in between those players.
Control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now shit was supposed to be home. Oh, don't catch that.
They're going to be incomplete.
Don't catch that.
Smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming out to me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball with confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
He got a yard.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To the air again. Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Burrow looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they declare up 4.
I thought you was going to say that.
Are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly
I like that play.
To go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Yo, bro, you know we got 21 people watching us.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Yeah, bro.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now
I know that's
coming in late.
I knew what that was.
That might be PI.
That's some whole shit, but I knew what it was.
Team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they?
They should have called that bitch when you first asked for it.
Might get the fans back into this one.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
They gotta go, gotta go.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
How the fuck will he throw that shit so low? He just pissed me with that pass.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important...
I win it by 3, bro. You think you're going to catch up before the game over?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this away.
All I needed to know.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you got to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow on play action. This will be caught at the 2. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mixon is in. Touchdown Bengals. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And he won't be able to get the football away. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
How the fuck
returns this to the 22.
I tell him about kicker. I mean, the fucking return right at
the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Mahomes now on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Bro, throw that shit.
It's a sack.
Oh, that nigga's scared now, I think.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage.
That done scared my boy.
The 2-minute warning now remaining. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's at the 50. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So how about this for a chance? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 30 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead.
That shit.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that's intercepted yet again. That could be the backbreaker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Ooh.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Burrow under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 5.
Looks like your line not blocking, baby boy.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass,
and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Burrow. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say.
He's lucky.
It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Throwing, Burrow. And that is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Well, bro, you want to play again?
Yeah, throw my Brooklyn cause he side rock, Southside, C12, 911, good today, y'all, so you still outside. Mine on the wrist is hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, you tried in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we let a ride nobody with, we the ones that started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go, that's how you know we lit.
He's 40 like a rocket. I'm a shooter like I'm Stockton. Got a Julie, then I'm confident. In this lifestyle, gotta wear your lifestyle. I start fucking with the nasty bitches, pipe down. Never couldn't hit the dope right, but that shit nice, it's nice. Me and Gliss, we on the road, it's been so nice. In the time we had to find out. See, I could suck my dick with all that ghetto riot shit. When I saw my first test, I bought them clocks on them, man. Hit up game the first night, what we riding. What you want?
P5, I was starving for months. A running cut king, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. All that them know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless.
Some of you all waited last minute to get your ticket to come to InvestFest. Because the science of procrastination is when you have pain in the mind and it stops you from moving forward. So I don't feel like doing it, so I'll do it later. And later never comes, so you never get it done. So what you have to do is you have to learn how to do now, because it says be and it is.
If you really want to change up your player skill set, you can morph your physique on the fly. Doing this will change your max ratings and perks, but you won't lose any of your progress.
We never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost. I'ma get Swayze. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots.
You wanted to play me again, ho? You wanted to play me again? You can't hear me? Oh, alright. Here I come, bro.
Got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 pressing Rolly, we've been working overtime.
I hear you.
The pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this come out, flow the whole God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the fake mouth rush. More vacations, more.
The last two games.
Out the whole first part of the game, called up and got blown back up. What the fuck? Come on, let's go.
I just sent it to you. You was about to be mad as hell. We was about to be playing on rookie.
Alright, come on, bro. I'm in again. I made that shit.
You made it.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to knock the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shepherd. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever.
What I want to use. Let me see. Chargers. Yo, we only got. Oh, never mind. They showed the rest of the teams.
I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, introduce the heroes. We the good guys. No blood, no not hands. Tito, she is back. Finna, guaranteed. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that. In the mirror, oversold. Call me reason.
What, the Falcons ass, bro?
That's a big pun. Bigger punishment. I give them hell.
Huh?
Done. Keep it blunt enough. You can't.
The Falcons.
Tell them hard for their health.
Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Okay. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll drop the throw. Got a man, it's London. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
How the fuck didn't you make it to that shit?
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Yeah. I ain't never stopped.
Come on, set. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go up top again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Look, bro, that nigga ain't even try to catch the ball.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Cousins on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again, it's Cousins. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. To throw, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he has met at the line of scrimmage.
Bro, these niggas not good.
The stop made there by Chandon Sullivan.
Nah, nigga, I'm gonna play with them.
With a cornerback coming over the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Ooh, that's my fault. That's
deep
you.
right side.
That's
and he
my
fires
fucking
one that's
fault.
intercepted.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is,
I heard you.
Plenty of time remaining in this game.
Following the interception, Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Now their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles. In the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2, right here 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Patterson again. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's
no pass interference. Whoa.
Convert, and they turn it over.
That's when they should have called pass interference. They rocked him.
Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they found a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into the hands of London. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side. There's London. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one goes incomplete. First misfire there after 6 straight completions. And it leads to 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical, picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Darren Hall. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's got room at the 30. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Cousins now. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Falcons, nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Whoa!
Second quarter, you get points on the board here.
Yo,
okay.
That nigga wasn't just holding him.
On 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
That's so crazy.
Patterson running between the tackles. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Complete to Zacchaeus. Finding room at midfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here we go.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A touchdown run there for the yard out. And the Falcons are back within a score. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn it
I ain't gonna lie, this match right here was on some other shit. It was mad flags, mad walking shit, all types of shit going on in this game.
It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Ooh,
now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field?
Shit.
You and I both know.
Should have stepped back a little fucking more.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Past the 20.
Oh, that's something there.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
You thought I was lying, nigga?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 33-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, Patterson.
I don't know why I be hesitating to hit those holes.
Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line.
Oh, shit, you did score.
Interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down. Here's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 31, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson.
That shit is crazy. I forgot niggas scored. Oh, I
pick up there, 21 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darren Hall. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he's been tough to stop here this first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
What?
It's the 4th time today. Picked up by
he didn't even turn around for the ball.
The Vikings are going to take possession of the football. I mean, just kind of
that nigga did a
right
fucking
4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. But there's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
That shit.
Choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw.
That shit, fuck that bitch, fuck the whole world.
But it's incomplete, so unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Uses the stiff arm on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A right side run with Patterson. Pushes him over.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On play action, they'll throw. And now here is another interception.
Oh, shit.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that
the problem is I feel like I got to throw every pass after throwing.
His head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play
certain
through
passes be live
otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Yo, so this shit, when you pick the shit you want to focus on, that shit for your offense and defense.
Ready for quarter number 3.
Hold.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Yo, that's
Vikings have
crazy.
to like their position. They've got the
whole,
lead. They get
whole
this
time I'm
football as
thinking
well
that
as
shit
we are
only for
back and
defense.
underway
So
for
I'm
the
taking
second
all my
half.
shit for
And
defense.
Longer
I
now
even
for
throw
his
that
end
shit for
zone.
offense too.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the 1st half. It's also a 1st down. On play action, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Cook again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Cousins to throw it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
They have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Cousins on 1st down. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession
that nigga would have stopped right on the other side of his dude. That shit would have been go.
You never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure your pass rush in that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground now, Patterson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. A 2-yard gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
That's true.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Play action now. Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that one.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Complete to Olamide Zacchaeus. It's a gain of 7.
Give to Patterson running to the right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up. Let's go. Go set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll
those
start
niggas, these niggas letters.
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Kirk Cousins, a loss of 9 yards. 3 and out.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Algier will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Algier again, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in for a yard out. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Play fake. Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Darren Hall. And the Falcons are going to
I've seen that play for a minute now.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Gives it to Algier to start things off. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Nigga, I just said that was too far.
Shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short.
Oh boy!
He didn't get there. The
Falcons that nigga increase his team a little bit.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to let this go.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Yo, if you would have threw that shit to 17, it would have been over. But I'm on that nigga now.
Somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Fourth down, Cousins.
Hey, I knew that nigga.
Got him in. That's Osborne. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
TF kick screenshot of from shit profile. Hold on, Marvin.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
That shit just pissed me. What? Fuck is this? Hold on, cause bitches over here taking screenshots of my Snapchat and shit. Alright. Let me know when you're ready, ho.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
What's the shit called damn. What the fuck you screenshotting my profile and shit for? Or like niggas couldn't even just speak. You seen that shit? Niggas was stuttering like a bitch.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. But no reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man, about to keep in our
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Down.
Back to throw now on first down. And now look at this.
I know that nigga ain't just do that. Yo, I thought you slide by fucking pulling your arse down.
And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter.
So that's
the
not
coach
how
on
you
the sideline still
shit.
scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this.
I only ran with that nigga because I thought sliding was the same.
Maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing here, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because...
And now here is another interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
their own 38.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Let's see what they do here. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
call is being recorded for training and quality purposes. If you are a new hire or applying for a job at Amazon, please press 1. If you are a current Amazon employee, please press 2. If you were previously employed by Amazon and have a question about your W-2 end-of-year tax documents, please press 3. Amazon is closely following the coronavirus disease, COVID-19, and implementing processes that promote candidate and employee safety. Amazon remains open as an essential service to serve our community. All appointments are taking place as planned. Any cancellations will be sent via email. If you insist
From the Position Hub, you can customize your skills, abilities, and physique. Equipping a position will set it as the default when you enter the yard.
Please listen to the following self-service options. To cancel or reschedule an upcoming appointment, press 1. For the status of your application, press 2. For details about your appointment or start date, press 3. For questions about how to apply or reapply for a job, press 4. For questions about shift selection, press 5. For username or password issues, press 6. For anything else, press 7. To repeat this menu, press Please stay on the line for the next available agent.
Yes, I'm calling because currently where I'm at, they shutting a lot of things down, and I was wondering, the Amazon building I'm supposed to go to, is that shut down today or no?
Sorry, but